Hi
Hi
guys,
guys.
welcome back to our channel. Today is gonna be us going through the 150-ish books
That
between the
we've
two of
read.
us that we've read in
Mm.
2025. Very quick thoughts
Yeah.
on each ones. We have like detailed reviews about like the books that we've loved on different videos, so you can check those out. I'll link those videos
Yeah.
in the description, but I think it's just nice to recap everything that we've
Yes.
read,
To give an overview.
to give an overview. Do you want to start with the stats? Our
So
stats.
let's
Go for
go
it.
through our stats. So I have read 77 books. This is 26,545 pages.
Okay, I read 68 books,
Mm-hmm.
22,184 pages.
Nice.
Okay, not too far
Yeah.
off. Okay, I think our longest book is the same,
It's the same. Yes.
which is
Alchemized.
Alchemized. Your shortest book is 6 pages?
Yes. This is the story for my class. I have like 5 or 7 short stories.
But 6 pages?
Yeah, it's very short.
What is it? What is it called?
Hills Like White Elephants by Hemingway.
Okay. Mine is also a short story, 26 pages, The Yellow Wallpaper.
Mm.
Average book length,
344 pages.
326. Okay.
Mm.
Your most shelved book?
The Great Gatsby.
Ah, mine is Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone.
Oh,
Okay, average rating,
3.6.
3.7.
Ooh.
I didn't think mine would
Yeah.
be higher.
Mm.
Highest rated on Goodreads. Do we have the same?
I have the other
Same
one.
author.
Yeah. Same author,
Mine
Sarah
is
J. Maas.
A Court of Mist and Fury.
Ooh. And I have Kingdom of Ash.
Yeah, I didn't do Throne of Glass.
Yeah.
Maybe one day.
Okay, so my first one I started with the year.
What?
The Let Them Theory by Mel Robbins.
Oh, what a way to start the year.
I actually hated that book. I'm sorry, Mel Robbins. I give it 2 stars and now it's a 1 star. But I really didn't like it. Like,
Okay, about start.
I feel she just reused concept that already exists
Common
somewhere
sense.
else. Yes.
Okay. The first book that I read was Shirin and Khosrow by Nizami
Mm.
Ganjavi. So we just filmed our top 10 books of the year. It's parts of that. So you should watch that video, but loved it. 5 stars. Incredible. And there is English translation.
Mm. Then I read Bonjour Tristesse by Françoise Sagan. It's a French book. And I loved it. So I went from a 1 star to 5 stars with this book.
Okay, redemption.
Yeah.
The second book that I finished that has been with me for like 2 years is The Wisdom of Sundays by Oprah Winfrey. Because it was a book that was just there on my coffee table and I would pick it up here and there. Very nice. A little burst of motivation every once in a while. I think I gave it 5 stars.
Yeah, cute. Then I read Homesicking by Carissa Chen. It was a nice read. Yeah,
not much to say.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice read.
I read Shantaram by Robert Gregory David. Long book. I think when I started it, I loved it. And by the end of it, I thought that it didn't need to be that big. And halas, like, wrap it up. That was okay. I didn't hate it. I didn't love it. Fine. But it doesn't need to be that
Very long book. Yeah. No. Yeah. I remember. Then I read the 5th book of Before the Coffee Gets Cold, which is Before We Forget Kindness. And yeah, nice read. I mean, a cozy read. Our traditional Japanese.
You've read like like you read in order?
No.
Okay. I was really like, did you read 5? Because at some point I find them repetitive.
No.
Yeah. Okay. The next one I read was The Invention of Morale.
Ooh.
I loved this book. Very strange, but very great.
Yeah. Then I read Water Moon by Samantha Soto Yambao. And actually, this was a very nice book. Not really a mix of fantasy and Japanese cozy read. A bit in a dream-like magical environment. I really liked it. Nice. It was a cute one.
Okay, the next book that I read was called Taronhe Morghe Asir. I need to find the English translation because it's originally written in English. The author is actually not Iranian, but it follows the life of a Persian poet, female poet called Furugh Farrokhzad, who was kind of like groundbreaking in writing about women's wants and needs at a time where it was not normal at all in Iran. And she lived a quite interesting but sad life. So it's her journey, and I loved it.
Yeah.
So
nice. Okay, then I read 3 Days in June by Anne Tyler. Okay, read. It's a very short story on the story of a woman over 3 days before, during, and after her daughter's wedding.
Okay.
A lot of things
Okay.
happen.
Next incredible book, I read Madonna in a Fur Coat by
Ooh,
Sabatan Ali. I love this book. This was a reread for me this year. 5 stars, amazing book, yearning at its finest.
Yeah.
Please read it.
We love. Okay, then I read a
What?
interesting book, Living with a Seal, 31 Days Training with the
Oh,
Toughest Man on the Planet by Jesse Itzler.
were you
And
going to
it's more like
Everest or
a,
something?
yeah, business kind
Ah,
of.
okay. I was
It's not really, no, yeah, exactly.
I was like,
It's like a really a training, but it also has business
mental.
mind, mental
Okay.
challenge book. Actually, it was a nice read. I really enjoyed it.
Okay, you
Yeah.
will find none of that on my list. So at least you can bring that,
I have a
sprinkle
few.
that in.
Yeah.
The next one I read is The Reluctant Fundamentalist
Mm.
by Mohsin
Yeah.
Hamid. It was a good book. I think it was it's something that I don't really think about anymore, but at the time that I read it, I think it was quite good.
Nice.
Yeah.
I read it also. Yeah.
Mm.
La très catastrophique visite du zoo by
Oof.
Joel Dicker.
Catastrophic zoo visit.
Catastrophic, yeah, exactly. Yes, kind of. I'm not sure what's the translation in English, but I enjoyed it. Not, I mean, I love this author. I think he's writing like very, very good thriller. But this book was meh.
Okay. I read another Iranian book called Pedar Andigari. There's an English translation called I Hid My Voice by Parinush Sanii, and it's about a little boy who kind of refuses to speak. And it's a story about kind of family dynamics and how that affects like the child and yeah, I don't want to say more, but it was a nice read. I gave it 4 stars, I think, something like that.
Nice. Okay, then I went into the Fourth Wing.
Oh, this is where
Iron
it started.
Flame and Onyx Storm in the span of 2 weeks and a half. Loved it.
Okay. I'm not there yet. I come a few months later. But the next book that I read was The Man Who Died Twice by Richard Osman, the second book of the Thursday Murder Club series. Loved it, loved it, loved it more than the first one. 5 stars.
Yep. Then I read Remarkably Bright
Oh.
Creatures by Shelby Van Pelt, and I loved it. I'm obsessed with diving and octopuses, and
She's our fish.
yeah, this was my happy moment of the year.
Oh. Next book I read.
Yeah.
I was going through a very difficult monthly cycle. It's Period Power. Harness your hormones and get your cycle working for you. I mean, the problem that I have with nonfiction, this type of, it's so repetitive, like great, you got to the point, I understood it, and then it's like what? On repeat, on repeat, on repeat. I mean, for me, I like the part where I learned the anatomy and the biology of like how our bodies work, but then beyond that, of where it got a little bit too fluffy, I was a bit checked out. So, meh.
Okay, then I read We Do Not Part by Han Kang. I love Han Kang. We Do Not Part is good, but I feel like I could not get so much into it. I don't know why, but maybe wrong time, but yeah.
Okay. Next was The Woman in Me by Britney Spears. Now, not a huge, not to say I'm not a huge Britney Spears fan, but I didn't grow up in that era. Like, I wasn't an obsessed fan, but I was very interested in her life. I think that it was not the right time, maybe, for her to write this book. I felt like a little bit it lacked perspective, or I felt like she was still in the process of what she thought that she's no longer in the process of. That's what it felt to me. So I just felt it was written a little bit too early. It wasn't as good as I wanted it to be.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I read Careless People by Sarah Williams, and this was a great book. I loved it.
Nonfiction.
Yeah, this is nonfiction, this business. This is the whistleblower who left Meta, and then she wrote this book years later, and she basically put out there like what is happening behind the scenes. So I will not say more over here.
They're all
but
watching.
I found it like shocking, like and the impact that these people have on all our lives. Yeah.
Yep.
A great read.
Yep. Okay, the next a book that I did not appreciate it at all and I need to reread is The Stranger by Albert Camus. I don't want to say much because I want to reread it and I didn't do this book justice. So that's that.
Yeah. Okay, then I read Sunrise on the Reaping by Susan Collins, which is the prequel of Hunger Games, the second prequel. I liked it. I mean, yeah. I mean, nothing new. I feel it was just like the same as
Cash grab.
the main Hunger Games. Yeah, and,
Just extending
you know,
the
yeah,
story.
exactly. Yeah, I know. I saw a lot of people loving it online. For me,
I mean, it could be because they
Yeah.
love the story and the
Yeah.
characters and all that, but I think at some point, just
yeah,
like let
I
it
feel
be
like
a great story.
Yeah, I had enough.
I had enough.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I have yet to enter this world of
Yeah.
Hunger Games, which I would love to. Okay, the next, for like the 100th time, I read The Great Gatsby, but I read it in Farsi translation because I wanted to see if it's different, and I preferred the English translation, which I was very surprised by, but and a classic that I love so much.
Okay. Then I went into ACOTAR, A Garden of Thorns and Roses, and yeah, I read the 5 books basically.
So actually, that's when I started
Yes.
entering my romantasy era, and I read Fourth Wing and Iron Flame and Onyx Storm, and a whole new door opened for us, the romantasy door, which if you know, you know. But it was a great ride. I loved it.
We got lost.
We got lost deep in the hole.
Great books, like makes you feel
very fun.
good, you know.
Yeah.
I read also Broken Country by Clara Leslie Hall. Actually, now I think about it, I liked it more than what I rated for. But it's a nice but heartbreaking story with a massive twist at the end also.
Okay, sounds nice. I read The Bullet That Missed, the third series, the third book in the Thursday Murder Club series. After the second book is when I realized that I'm obsessed with these characters and I love these books and I love this book.
Yeah. I want to go into
the rest. I have 2 more.
Yeah. Okay, then I read Anna Karenina by Tolstoy and loved it.
One of the best.
Loved it.
We just talked about that also in the top 10 books, so
yeah,
watch that if you want deeper review. The next is A Long Walk to Remember by Linda Sue Park. This was a book I just randomly picked up, and it actually follows 2 characters during the Sudan Civil War. Very heavy, very important. I felt like an important read.
Yeah. Then I went onto the Throne of Glass series, and these are 7 books. I mean, I think at this stage I was like over it. I know everyone is saying like Throne of Glass is amazing. It is amazing. It's a great book. Nice story, but I feel like I enjoyed more Fourth Wing and ACOTAR. If I have to compare,
feel like with romantasy,
Throne of Glass is like 7 books. It was long.
But if you read Throne of Glass as your first romantic, it might have been
true.
I feel it's also like, you know, timing, because at some point they all blend in together. They all start becoming the same thing.
Yeah, very similar.
Because I've heard really great things about Throne of Glass, so I just feel it's like the order of like when you read these books.
That's true. Yeah, it's a great series.
Yeah, but at this point, I think I was like, okay. Then I read, thanks to your recommendation, Remarkably Bright Creatures. Very sweet. Honestly, I loved it more than I expected it to. Like it was very sweet. Please read it. One of the best books I think this year as well.
Yeah. Okay, then I read The Emperor of Gladness by Ocean Vuong, and I love Ocean Vuong, so I felt this book was also really, really, really special. I really liked the story, the friendship between an elderly woman and him. I mean, and the younger kid. I love this dynamics, like, and it was really a special book.
Then you can see I'm a little bit behind in my romantasy, so they would read it first and then talk about it, and then I'd be like, FOMO. That's when I went into A Court of Thorns and Roses series, and I found my favorite book boyfriend from that series, Cassian Forever.
Reason Forever.
Whatever. I'd take any of them.
Yes. Okay, then I read a book in French called The Man Who Wanted to Be Happy by Laurent Gonel. I really didn't like it, very cliche.
Okay, to be on the same wavelength, I also read a book I didn't like at all called It's in Farsi book, Ishwe Pyadero, Love on the Sidewalk, something like this. It's a collection of short stories, and it just confirmed that I do not like collections of short stories.
Yeah.
I just don't.
Good to know.
Yeah, good to know.
Then I read Mañana Mañana, One Mallorcan Summer by Peter Kerr, and I just picked this book after we came back from Mallorca, and it was actually a very cute read.
Then I read Sovashun, another Farsi book. There is an English translation by Simine Daneshvar. It's one of now I don't know if this is true, but it's said that this is the first novel written by a female author in Iran. It's not that old,
Yeah.
so that's why I'm a bit surprised. And if it is, wow, it's about time. Okay, it's a heavy book. Follows a family during the occupation, World War II. It's heavy. I understand the importance of it, but it's not something I particularly enjoyed.
Okay. Then I read Rebecca by Daphne du Maurier.
My favorite book ever.
I loved it actually. Yeah, I think one of the great book I read also this year.
I think one of your stars are missing.
I think I should put. Actually, it's a great book.
It's okay.
I loved it.
Rate it whatever. It's my mom's favorite book. I have a lot of connection to it. It's a great book. Please read. Next, this is where I was like, I had enough of romantasy. Is when I read Quicksilver.
Yes.
I didn't even rate it. I didn't even bother rating it. I did not like this at all. At all. No.
This happens. Then I read Moral Ambition. It's actually, the concept is very interesting, right? So it's questioning about are you doing things because you're just in the habit of doing things and you don't realize that you don't do things out of moral values. I think it was good to question ourselves, especially us in the corporate world. But then I felt it was too preaching, too much you're doing wrong, because basically what are we doing in the corporate world?
Nothing.
Morally,
absolutely zero, nothing. I write emails.
So
the next book was part of my top 10 books, top 5 books, is Brave New World by Aldous Huxley. Great dystopian, great concept. It really gets you thinking. And you know what? It gets you appreciating the low moments of life. Because if everything was peachy and happy, it's a bit of a scary world.
Yeah, true. Yeah, it will be. Okay, then I read The Bell Jar by Sylvia Plath, also on my top 10.
This is when you were losing your mind?
Yes, when I was losing my mind. Exactly, July.
July. My birthday.
I loved it. Yeah.
Okay, then I read Inside Out and Back Again. Random book I picked up. I'm so sorry, I'll put the author's name, I cannot pronounce it. But this was written through the perspective of a young girl going through the Vietnam War. And it was beautifully simple, really complex, important, big stuff happening from the simple eyes of a child. It was nice.
Okay, then I read The Picture of Dorian Gray, also a 5-star.
Amazing.
Love it.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know why I read the second book in this series, but I read Gild and Glint, the Plated Prisoner series by Raven Kennedy, and I think this is one of the worst books I have ever read. What was that first book? Second book, 0.5 stars maybe. I don't know. I rated 2 and 3. I don't know in which mind I rated 2 and 3, but horrible books.
Yeah,
I'm so sorry if you like them.
Yeah.
It's okay. I don't.
It happens. Yeah. Okay, then I read a French book about a bird, Le Butor Étoilé by Colin Vincent. Actually, it was when I was back in France, I was going to my library and I was asking for a recommendation, and she recommended me that book, and it's the story of a girl. She's looking for birds in the marsh in south of France. And I felt it was very close to home, very nicely written.
An anecdote.
Loved it.
We were in Bhutan, and she would wake up 7 in the morning in the freezing cold and go out from the hotel to watch birds. So
cranes,
black-necked
cranes,
birds. Amazing. Okay, then a book that I felt again, it got better the more I thought about it, is I Who Have Never Known Men by Jacqueline Harpman. The only thing I will say about this book is that don't anticipate that you're going to reach a conclusion, because I kept waiting for something that never came, and it diminished the story for me. But please just read the story for what it is, because it's all about what does it mean to be a human, and like, what is it? If you don't have all of this stuff that you're told, and you're like, what is it to be a human? Really incredible.
Nice. Okay. Then I read Project Hail Mary.
Woo!
I loved it. Sci-fi book. It's going to be a movie, I think, next year, very soon, that we're gonna watch.
Ryan Gosling.
You have to read.
I will.
Amazing book.
Okay, next, The Tattooist of Auschwitz by Heather Morris. I find it very meh. I mean, I understand it's World War II, it's the Auschwitz, it's Holocaust. It's a very intense story, but I find it a bit meh.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. Then I read another French book recommended by my librarian, Un Perdant Magnifique by Florence Savos. And actually a nice book, interesting book, the story of... so it's the story of one of the daughter and a stepfather, and how is like the stepfather was like kind of the most unreliable person for them, but still a very strong presence in their life.
Okay, wow.
So this is the journey.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, the next book, incredible. I think I'm also changing the rating to 5, is Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. And this book, I think if you just take it for what it is, surface level, you miss a lot. So that's why I just changed my rating, because the more you sit, the more you think, oh my God, the stuff that it represents, the things that she did at the age of 18, this is an incredibly complex book. It is not just about a scary monster. It is so deep. It really is.
True. Okay, then I read L'Inconnu du Portrait by Camille de Peretti, and yes, you remember I was reading this book, and I also read it in 2 days. Amazing book. It's the story of a painting. The painting is at the center of the story, and then there's another story going on. But it's amazing. I love art and stories and people in the same plot.
Okay, I read very quickly Muzakhrafat Farsi, like the nonsense of Farsi. It's just a book about how language has changed throughout the years, and in a like comedic way. It was good. It was fine.
Yeah. I read Wild, From Lost to Found on the Pacific Crest Trail by Cheryl Stray. And yeah, I mean, it was okay. Interesting. I think it's a movie also, but I haven't watched it.
I can watch
with
it.
Reese
Witherspoon.
Yeah.
Witherspoon.
Yeah,
I can watch it.
It's
Maybe
nice,
better in movie
interesting.
format.
Sometimes a bit like, I don't understand like really what problems do you have really, but yeah, a nice story.
Okay. Then I read Evenings and Weekends by Ocean McKenna. It was very, for me, middle. It's not relatable to me. It felt very British. Like, you know, if you live in the UK, I feel like you can relate, because it's a lot of daily life that I just felt was just not relevant to me, but it was fine.
Okay. Then I read Piranesi by Susanna Clark, and this is on my top reads of 2025. Love it. Masterpiece.
Greek Lessons by Han Kang.
Yeah.
Am I reading everyone's names backwards? I believe I am.
It's okay.
Greek Lessons. Greek Lessons was interesting. Beautifully written. I think went way over my head, and I was just a tiny bit lost. Yeah. But very beautifully written. It felt more poetic to me than like a novel.
Yeah. She's very special. You need to read The Vegetarian.
I will. Promise.
It's time. Okay, then I read Catabasis by R.F. Kuang, and also enjoyed it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, then I read Love in the Present Tense by Ryan Catherine Hyde. An okay book. Honestly, not something super memorable, but didn't offend me as well. Average, mid.
Yeah, mid. Then I read The Great Gatsby. Loved it. 5
stars. I love this book. Love it. I read Sand and Foam by Khalil Gibran. It was good. Again, it's more poetry. It's more like beautiful quotes than like a full novel. And we actually got to know that this was a fragment of thoughts that were put together after his death, I believe, right? So that's why it was a bit like all over the place when I read it. I prefer The Prophet.
Yeah. I read Ad Existentialist Cafe by Sarah Bakewell. Also loved it. A very good intro to existentialism philosophy.
On my list.
Yes.
I read Tender is the Night by F. Scott Fitzgerald. I really liked this book. A lot of flaws, a lot of problems with it, but I really liked it.
Okay, I also read then Tender is the Night by Fitzgerald. And actually now I think about it, I loved it. I love it more now than
When you read it.
I read it, yes.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, next. We're jumping off the cliff. The Housemaid by Frida McFadden. No.
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 Mm-mm.
No need for further details.
Mm-mm.
Then I read The Soul of an Octopus. So this was more like a scientific book about like someone who was studying like the behavior of octopuses, but they were all in like aquariums, so yeah, in the US. So I didn't enjoy it that much. I mean, it's fascinating because octopuses are so smart, but I don't like the way it's done, you know.
Yeah. Then I read پاییز فصل آخر سال است. Fall is the last season of the year, but it has a different English translation. I'll put it here. Nasim Moorishi, a very, very slice of life about 3 women in Iran. I really enjoyed it. I found it to be like just a very real life story.
Nice. Then I read The Passengers on the Hankyu Line, also a cozy Japanese read, a light break between my heavy reads. I also enjoyed it.
Okay, every morning the way home gets longer and longer. Frederick Bachman, my first Frederick Bachman. It's like a very short novella. It's very sad. Elderly man with Alzheimer's and his grandson, and it was nice. I really liked it.
Cute. Okay, then I read Hunger Artist by Kafka. Also liked it. Collection of short stories. Also a nice read.
I need to read more Kafka, honestly. Then I read a book that you recommended, Hygiene and the Assassin by Amélie Nothomb. Very interesting book. I think that if you're French, it will resonate with you a lot more, but a very interesting and nice structure. Like I really enjoyed it, but I think that some of it went over my head.
Yeah. Okay, then I have Alchemized.
I think we talked plenty about
it. Loved it.
Okay, this is when I dipped my toe back into fantasy. When the Moon Hatched by Sarah Parker. It was good.
Yeah,
it was good, entertaining. I'm not sure if I'm that invested to continue the series when it comes out, but
why not?
Good.
Yeah,
3 stars.
Okay, then I have 3 different short stories that I will go through. I have The Grown Up by Gillian Flynn. Okay, all of them were like, okay, I mean, it's short stories, not like anything special. The Secret Life of Walter Mitty and Kew Gardens by Virginia Woolf. Okay.
We're not very short story lovers here.
Exactly.
And then there were None by Agatha Christie. I love this book. Great mystery, the queen of mystery, and I think this is one of her top books.
Yeah, I love her.
I love her.
I miss her.
You should read her.
Yeah. Then I read Little Infamies by Panos Karnezis, and this was a book I bought in Greece a long time back, and it was on my TBR for a very long time. So yeah, I enjoyed it. A nice read.
We need to bring back this wheel to force us to read these older books, honestly.
Yeah.
The next book was a milestone in my life. I read Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. 5 stars. I'm in the club now. I'm very happy.
I know it's like this now.
I don't know.
Okay. Then I read Hills Like White Elephants, a short story also by Hemingway for my class, for my writing class.
This was the 6 pages.
Yeah, very short.
Were they good 6 pages?
Very short. It was interesting because there's a lot of underlying stuff that is being told.
In 6 pages?
So yeah, there's much more than what it appears.
Okay, that's impressive, I think. Then I read A Dog's Heart by Mikhail Bulgakov. Very interesting concept. Like, leave it to the Russians to explore humans in such an interesting way.
Yeah. Then I read Madonna in a Fur Coat, finally. Loved it as well.
Amazing. Loved it. One of my favorite books, again, we'll not go into it, Pride and Prejudice, Jane Austen. A classic, legend. What more can I say? Mr. Darcy.
Mr. Darcy. Then I read Letters to Milena by Kafka. I also loved it. I felt so personal, so authentic, so
This is on my list
passionate,
now.
amazing.
Honestly,
Yeah.
it sounds great.
Mm.
I think I am a sucker for like a great
Yeah.
romance. A great romance.
A great one.
Okay, then I read Alchemized.
Ah, yes.
Sen Lin Yu.
Mm.
I
Thank you for
mean,
breaking us.
you ruined my life for like a week, but that's okay in the
Yeah.
best way.
Mm-mm. I read The Death of Ivan Ilyich by Tolstoy. I also love that book. Leave it to the Russian.
Leave it to the Russians. Speaking of the Russians, I read White Nights by Dostoevsky.
Yes.
Honestly, a great read. Not my favorite of his, but a great one nonetheless.
I read The Artist by Lucy Steeds, and it was her first published novel, and I loved it. Art,
Everything
love,
that you want.
South of France.
Come on, tick, tick,
Amazing. Yeah.
I read next one of the books in my top 5 list, The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I mean, what a pleasant surprise.
Yeah.
I loved it. I loved it. I laughed out loud. Like, who does that?
We do.
Who does that?
Pride and Prejudice, Jane Austen. I'm still not managing to get into it, but I'm doing my best. Promise.
Jane Austen lovers, talk to me.
Sorry.
One of the best books of my entire life,
Mm.
Crime and Punishment by Dostoevsky. Yeah, I think October, November was incredible.
Incredible months. Yeah. Then I have Letter of an Unknown Woman by Stefan Zweig. A lot of things I liked, and other things I didn't like, because I think from today's perspective, I don't like how we think of women this way. Or a bit misogynist.
Okay.
In my view.
I read Rock, Paper, Scissors by Alice Feeney, a mystery thriller. Cliche, very mid.
Yeah.
Meh.
Yeah. I read The Stranger Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Loved it. Amazing.
The Prophet by Khalil Gibran. One of the best. Yeah. Incredible. Everyone needs to read it like once a year. It's poetry style. It's poetry more than a novel, but amazing.
Amazing. I read finally The Man Who Died Twice from the Thursday Murder Club #2, and I also loved it.
Then I read Killing Commendatore by Murakami, my first like full-length Murakami novel. This was a very interesting book, and it really like it introduced me into the mind, the strange mind of Murakami. But I really liked it, and I'm gonna read more by him.
That's nice. Yeah. I have Lost Souls Meet Under a Full Moon, a cute book, a Japanese cozy read again. It was okay. A nice break.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, then I read the Kamogawa Food Detectives by Hisashi Kashiwai. The most average book, the most 3-star book ever. It was good, it was fine, but I have the second book and I will not be reading it.
Yeah.
That will be going.
That's enough.
Donated.
Yeah. Got it.
Yeah.
Then I have The Palace of Illusions, which I really love also, more like a fable type of book. Yeah.
Nice.
Beautifully
I love
written.
that too.
Love the story.
Okay, then I read Green Lights by Matthew McConaughey. I think one of the best memoirs, like celebrity memoirs I've ever read. Such raw, real, interesting stories, honestly. Like it's not like if you don't like reading about celebrities, it's not that. It's very nice.
Yeah. Okay, then I have The Japanese Myth, and yeah, I mean, it was very
textbook.
Interesting, but very textbook. Yeah, a bit too much, a bit burdensome to complete. You know,
burdensome. That's a good word. That's very true. The Epic of Gilgamesh was also very burdensome. I like this description. It felt like a burden. You know? Yeah, I know, like heavy on my shoulders.
I'm carrying it to the end. I'm like,
it's like dragging.
I'm going to bed. I'm like, okay, I need to finish.
It's a task.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. I read a great book, The Unbearable Lightness of Being by Milan Kundera. Such a unique structure, format, and please give me more. I love it. If you love like philosophy, but you don't like you're a me more than you are her, where you haven't read a lot of philosophy. I feel like it was a very new concept for me.
Nice intro. I read Dawa, the story of the stray dog in Bhutan. After Bhutan trip, very cute, I like a very different perspective to take you through the history or the life of Bhutan.
I read Often I'm Happy by Jens Christian Grundl. I'm so sorry. Unknown book to me. It was good. Not great, not bad.
Yeah.
But it's a nice book. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Okay.
Not a lot of thoughts.
Yeah. Then I read Stoner, finally. And this is also on my 5 stars list. Amazing. Very simple, yet complex. And it made so beautiful.
Okay, next book, 2, because I read volume 1, volume 2, My Pride and Joy at this moment, The Unselected Journals of Emma M. Lyon. So funny, so light, so brilliant. If you like Jane Austen, if you like to laugh, if you like that type of like witty, sarcastic female characters in the 18th Regency era, please read it. I love it.
Then I read Giovanni's Room by James Baldwin, and I also really enjoyed it. So I finished the year very, very strong.
On a high note, on a very like strong note.
Okay, then I have Near to the Wild Heart by Clarice Lispector. Loved it. That's on my 5 stars. Also best read of 2025. My first Lispector, and I really look forward to read more of her next year.
Thanks for starting.
Amazing.
Starting this. I need to catch
beautiful, up. Beautiful. And my last for 2025, The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. And actually really enjoyed that read. I finished it in one day. Very entertaining.
Done. That's every book that we read in 2025. Great reading year.
Yeah.
But I hope that every reading year is better than, I hope every year, like life year, is better than the last.
Yes.
But we still have better things coming in the next year. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So better than last year, but worse than the year after.
Yes, exactly.
So let us know let us know your favorite books of the year, and I hope in 2026 we'll come back with even a stronger list.
Yes.
But yeah, let's see. Have a wonderful year. Thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching.
Bye.